It is an amazing day for Yu-Gi-Oh! As we get to continue this YCS lockdown tournament with Cyber Dragon versus Galaxy. As you guys can see, it looks like Cyber Dragon is going to start off normal summoning Cyber Dragon core and activating its effect to be able to add a Cyber, Spell, or Trap card from their deck to their hand. This card of choice could be anything, but it's going to be a Cyber Repair Plant this time around, meaning that Cyber Dragon may be going for a Cyber Dragon Infinity combo. Using the Cyber Dragon core for an immediate link, it's pretty obvious what they're going to make. It's going to be Solomon Great All Mirage. More importantly, it does put a Cyber Dragon monster in the graveyard for them to be able to activate that Cyber Repair Plant, which they are going to use to add a Light Machine monster from their deck to their hand. Their card of choice is going to be Galaxy Soldier, and now Galaxy Soldier can follow up by discarding a card from the hand to be able to special summon itself and search another part. That's going to discard Cyber Dragon Hertz from the hand to the graveyard, special summoning Galaxy Soldier. Now Hertz effect will be able to activate to add a Cyber Dragon. Galaxy Soldier will use its effect to search another Galaxy Soldier. The cool thing about Galaxy Soldier is that while its search effect is once per turn, its special summon effect is not. So resolving the effect of Galaxy Soldier and then the effect of Hertz to search that Cyber Dragon monster, that Galaxy Soldier can now pitch the newly acquired Cyber Dragon monster from the deck, or that was acquired from the deck to the hand, to be able to special summon said monster. So that's exactly what's going to happen. Galaxy Soldier is going to summon itself to the side of the field, both of those monsters used for an Exceed summon right into that Cyber Dragon Nova. Now Nova will be able to activate its effect to be able to special summon Hertz back to the side of the field into attack position. Very important that the monster is special summoned in attack position, as when you Exceed summon again into Cyber Dragon Infinity, you can use Infinity's effect to attach the Hertz. Now, the Cyber Dragon strategy game plan is normally to go Cyber Dragon Infinity and True King of all Calamities, but a Cyber Dragon Infinity is not that bad, passing it back to Galaxy after setting a card face down. It's going to be up to Galaxy to see if they can overcome this board. Now, some of you guys may be new to the YCS lockdown. This is a strategy, or this is a tournament decided by you guys, the people, which 16 decks will battle out to see which one of these is the strongest, which one is the champion. As always, I would love to thank my judges, my editors, and my players, as making live duels twice a week is extremely hard, especially when we do it to this pedigree. For the people that are wanting to know, we have live duels every Tuesday and one day on the weekend, whether it's Saturday or Sunday, and that is crazy. Moving back into the game, Galaxy Soldier is going to activate by discarding a Photon Thrasher to the side of the field. Galaxy's like, hey, I need some of the fun. This is what I do. Galaxy Soldier is my monster. And Galaxy Soldier, since successfully summoned, will attempt to activate its effect. It's going to be met by a Cyber Dragon Infinity to negate the activation of Galaxy Soldier. Now, since Cyber Dragon did detach Cyber Dragon Hertz's material, they'll be able to activate Hertz's effect to be able to add another Cyber Dragon either from their deck or graveyard to their hand. Now, the cool thing about Cyber Dragon Hertz is that it could add Cyber Dragon, like a Cyber Dragon core from the graveyard to the hand, because core is Cyber Dragon in the graveyard, and Hertz does specifically list Cyber Dragon as a card, but when searching from the deck, you can only search Cyber Dragon. Galaxy following up with a Photon Sanctuary. That's going to get them 2 tokens to their side of the field. The only drawback is that they are restricted to light, but it looks like Cyber Dragon actually has a response in Artifact Sanctum. They're going to be able to special summon that Artifact Scythe to their side of the field, and that's going to prevent Photon Galaxy from going into the extra deck. The Artifact Scythe is going to be critical to stopping the Photon Galaxies, and this deck loves to go into the extra deck, but it's going to have to figure out a plan B. Galaxy-Photon figuring out their next step. Those tokens are actually really strong, so they're going to go ahead and tribute both of those monsters off for the summon of Galaxy-Photon Dragon. Then they're going to follow up with a Photon Orbital on their Galaxy-Photon Dragon, using its effect to search another Galaxy or Photon monster from the deck to the hand. Now, the cool thing about Galaxy-Photon Dragon is not its effect, it's the fact that it can be summoned by tributing monsters with 2,000 or more attack, and the fact that you can anytime bring out a huge 3,000 beater is what gives Galaxy-Photon its feel. It's the reason why the deck isn't Cyber Dragon with the Break Mind Negation type board, and it's more of a very strong, I'm going to put more monsters that are stronger than yours than you can. Their game plan is always to make that Draglubayan which meaning that they can pretty much hit for over 10,000 attack damage, and that's typically game, but a lot of times they get locked into lights, which isn't that bad, as they can special summon a huge attack monster to the side of the field, as you guys can see, and make some pretty good Exceed and Link plays. After special summoning Vanisher, it looks like they're going to follow up by adding that Photon Dragon, then summoning Photon Advancer, using both of those monsters for another summon of Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. So it looks like this time around, even though they are locked out of the extra deck, Galaxy-Photon is able to summon 2 Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragons, and they're huge. Using Photon to attack until a barrage is going to trigger its effect. Replay is going to recur since monsters did change, and Photon Dragon is going to attack over the Affinity and the Artifact Scythe. This is pretty crazy between both of these decks. Imagine making an Infinity board with a Scythe and having it completely broken by Galaxy-Photon. Now, a cool thing that we do is that we like to ask our members in our Discord, the people that decided the tournament, what matchup will win. And looking at our statistics, we have Cyber Dragon. 71% of the people that decided to vote said Cyber Dragon would win against Photon Galaxy's 29%. That is a little bit under 3/4 of the way. Players are really rooting for Cyber Dragon in this. So who do you guys go for? Do you go for Cyber Dragon, or do you go for the underdog in Galaxy? Post down below in the comment section which one do you go for and why. As both players have now shuffled each other's decks, passing it right back to Cyber Dragon, they don't have much to work with. They have to deal with 3,000 attack monsters on their side of the field. But what they do have in their graveyard so smartly is Cyber Dragon Core. Using Core's effect, they'll be able to banish it to be able to special summon Noxter to their side of the field. That's going to be able to special summon that Cyber Dragon Infinity back to the side of the field. So that's going to be really huge for Cyber Dragon. Infinity can snatch up one of those Galaxy-Photon monsters, but the fact still remains that there is another 3,000 attack monster on the side of the field, and that's something that Cyber Dragon is going to struggle with. Using the effect of Cyber Dragon Infinity, you're going to snatch one of those monsters. Whatever will they be able to do for the next thing? It looks like they have the Jizukiru, the star-destroying kaiju. Whoa! Now using the Noxter and the kaiju to contact fusion. They're going to be able to special summon Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon to their side of the field. They have effectively gotten over Galaxy's board, setting a card face down and then activating Overload Fusion. This actually could be it. This is it right here. Using the Cyber Dragon Hertz and Cyber Dragon as fusion material, they will be able to make Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon attack for game. Cyber Dragon showing you how good the deck can be. It has a first turn option and a second turn option. This deck is wildly fun to play, but Galaxies are no slouch either. This time around, they get to go first, and they're going to take advantage by activating Galaxy Soldier's effect, discarding the Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon to summon Galaxy Soldier to the side of the field. Gaining the effect of Galaxy Soldier, they'll be obviously able to add a Galaxy card from their deck. They're not just restricted into the said card. Now, there is a huge advantage for Cyber Dragon against Galaxy. They really have to be wary. They do not want to summon Cyber Dragon Infinity. If they do summon Cyber Dragon Infinity, Cyber Dragons can use it for their own gains, using a monster in the extra monster zone. Forbid that they actually do that too. And their Infinity, they can use that for their own contact fusion. So Galaxy, be really careful. It looks like they're going to make Galaxy Knight and then be able to use Galaxy Knight to be able to special summon Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon back to their side of the field. The deck is setting up for some really big combos, but again, if you guys want to see the deck profiles, this particular Cyber Dragon deck, before it will be changed inevitably in the tournament, has already been on my channel. I'll link that. And the Galaxy deck profile, there have been a slight modifications to both decks. I'll put those on Patreon. Following up, it looks like Galaxy is going to follow up with number 90, Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord. That's going to be a monster effect negation, preventing the Nibiru from hitting the field. And now Photon Orbital on top of Galaxy Soldier, using its effect to search another Galaxy monster from the deck to the hand. So the amazing thing about the Galaxy strategy is that it is native to these Galaxy negation boards that you guys are going to see. Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord does provide a monster effect negation, but if it has a Galaxy or Photon card as material, it can negate the activation and destroy it, making it a little bit stronger. So Photon Vanisher is going to be the card of choice through Photon Orbital, and Vanisher is going to add a Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon from the deck to the hand. Both of those monsters are going to be linked off One monster can only be assumed to be summoned. It could be the Bujin Arashima, but I think it isn't going to be that. I think it isn't also going to be a Union Carrier. We've already seen a Photon Orbital. The monster of choice is going to be Galaxy-Soul Flare Dragon, which is actually a pretty good card. Upon its summon, it allows them to get that Photon Orbital back from their graveyard to their hand, and it also provides another form of disruption for the Galaxy-Photon deck. They're going to use trade-in, discarding the Galaxy-Photon Dragon to be able to draw 2 additional cards. But it looks like Galaxy did not offer to shuffle on Cyber Dragons. They're going to put that card immediately back face down, shuffle their deck, give it to Cyber Dragons, and fix that small error. That could have been huge. That could have been a whole bunch of glue eaters in the comment section. Oh, he didn't shuffle his deck, blah, blah, blah. You guys know how it is. So Cyber Dragon now actually able to shuffle the deck, make sure everything is randomized. Photon Galaxy is going to draw 2 additional cards. That's going to get them deeper into their combo sequence, but more importantly, there's a lot of times where you want your Photon, Galaxy-Photon Photon Dragon in the graveyard. That will allow you to maximize your play potential. Galaxy now following up by using Galaxy Trance. The cool thing about Galaxy Trance, or the unfortunate thing about Galaxy Trance, is that you can only have special summon Galaxy monsters or Photon monsters for the duration of the turn, but being a Photon Galaxy deck, that's all this deck does. So they'll be able to special summon a Galaxy-Photon Photon Dragon from their graveyard to the side of the field, and a Galaxy Brave from their deck to the side of the field. Now, normally these cards wouldn't do much, but those monsters can only be, or you would only think that those monsters would be used for an Exceed summon, and that's going to be it. They're going to be able to summon a Titanic Galaxy monster. I remember actually reading that card. I was like, wait, it's a Galaxy monster? I never would have thought. But it is a Spell Trap Disruption, as well as they have a Monster Disruption and a Special Summon Disruption. On top of that, they have cards in their hand, so the Galaxy Photon deck is doing pretty decent. It looks like this might be the end of their turn. I'm not sure if they have anything left. They're going to go ahead and shuffle their deck and pass it back to Cyber Dragon. Cyber Dragon's obviously going to shuffle and pass it back. At least they remembered this time. And I think it's going to be end of the turn. But it shouldn't be the end of the turn for you players. I know I'm getting really corny and clever with these advertisements, but if you guys like the mat that you see from Imperial Duelist, use the code CaliEffect 10 off to receive 10% off your entire purchase. And if you guys are obviously just looking for cards on TCGPLAYER, use the link down below. It helps me as a content creator. Passing it back to Cyber Dragon. They're going to activate Cyber Emergency only to get immediately snatched up by that Hope Harbinger Titanic Galaxy. They're going to follow up with the special summon of Cyber Dragon. It looks like they had that monster that they wanted anyways. That's going to force the Galaxy-Soul Flare to activate its effect. They're going to give up a Galaxy card from their hand to destroy the Cyber Dragon since it was special summoned. Or maybe they're debating on if they want to use it. If they don't, then Cyber Dragon will just use the Soul Flare's material. So yeah, they're going to use the effect of Galaxy-Soul Flare to destroy the Cyber Dragon. The crazy thing is that Cyber Dragon Core must activate its effective normal summon. So if Cyber Dragon Core does follow up, it looks like, oh man, the effect of the other Photon monster will be able to negate and destroy Core. Fortunately for Cyber Dragon, they have Cyber Dragon Hurts, but they're going to follow up with a Machine Duplication. Woo! This is going to make a board for Cyber Dragon as they're able to special summon 2 more Cyber Dragons from their deck to their side of the field. Keep in mind, while on the field, Cyber Dragon Hurts becomes Cyber Dragon, so when you Machine Duplication it, as long as its effect isn't negated, it special summons 2 Cyber Dragons. Using Hurts and Galaxy Soul Flare, they're going to make a Chimera Tech Mega Fleet Dragon, triggering the effect of Hurts, seeing if Photon Lord wants to negate. Maybe they can get the rest of their strategy for free. That's not going to happen. But now they're going to use both of those monsters for an Exceed summon into Cyber Dragon Nova. Now, of course, the effect of Photon Lord is going to activate. He actually has more than one effect. He can add a Photon or Galaxy card to your hand or attach it to him as material. And Photon Galaxy is going to take full advantage of that. They're just going to add a Photon card from their deck to their hand. Cyber Dragon Infinity is going to hit the field, and its effect to absorb the Titanic Galaxy is going to activate. Now, keep in mind, Photon Lord could react and try to negate and destroy the Cyber Dragon Infinity, but Infinity has an effect to negate and destroy himself. That's going to be pretty bad if they decided to do that. Cyber Rev system is going to be a card to follow. Spell summoning Cyber Dragon Hertz to the side of the field and using Mega Fleet and Hertz for a Link summon. The card in question should be obvious to Cyber Dragon enthusiasts, as Cyber Dragon Seeker is going to hit the field and has the ability to give a monster 2100 attack, and it's going to use it on itself before it declares an attack to attack over the Photon Lord, Cyber Dragon Infinity, to inflict some damage to the opponent. Now, Galaxy is definitely in a danger zone, but if they can actually make that Draglu-Bion to their side of the field, they can hit for deadly. Obviously, they'll have to bait the Infinity, and that's going to mean if Cyber Dragon isn't wise enough to negate the Photon Sanctuary, if they negate the Photon Sanctuary, then obviously Galaxy-Photon is not locked into lights. Hopefully they have 2 level 8s so they can proceed into Draglu-Bion and force a game 3. They're going to go ahead and pass their turn. Galaxy-Photon did go through their deck through Photon Lord, so of course their deck needs to be shuffled. And ultimately, I think even if Galaxy or Cyber Dragon does negate the Photon Sanctuary, Galaxy-Photon still has quite a few cards in their hand. If I remember correctly, they have 4 cards, so it's like they still have options. Drawing their next card. It looks like Photon is going to have to take that methodical approach, but I think that Photon Sanctuary does have to be the first card to be activated, depending on what they have in their hand sequence. So it looks like Photon is going to use that Photon Sanctuary. Is Cyber Dragon Infinity going to negate the Sanctuary? No, it looks like they are going to let it go through. Photon Galaxy will get 2 tokens to their side of the field. Now, you know what you can do with those 2 tokens. They can be tributed off for Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, even though Photon Dragon can attack over Infinity this time. Seeker is on the field, so they're just going to link those tokens off. They're going to be able to link summon into Bujin Arashima, and that's pretty much going to force the effect of Cyber Dragon Infinity. Infinity has to use this effect on this, because if not, Bujin Arashima can special summon a monster from the hand and graveyard, and they can use that for an Exceed summon. Detaching a Cyber Dragon to be able to negate that card effect, Photon is running low on options. But they're going to come back with the Excel Light. They have not committed a normal summon. They can special summon level 4 or lower Galaxy monster from their deck to their side of the field. The monster of choice is going to be Galaxy Wizard, which can not only change its level, it can also be able to tribute itself to add a Galaxy card from the deck to the hand. So Galaxy still in this game, not necessarily giving up hope just because there's an Infinity and Seeker on the board. They're going to use the effect of Galaxy Wizard to make it 8. And then they're going to activate Galaxy Expedition. Expedition allows them to special summon another Photon or Galaxy monster to their side of the field of level 5 or higher. So Galaxy Wizard turning itself to a level 8 and then following up with another level 8. This could spell disaster for Cyber Dragon. Their monster of choice is going to be another copy of Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. They also still have Photon Orbital in hand, so it's going to be pretty interesting to see what they'll follow up with that. Now that they have 2 level 8 monsters in their hand, I know you Photon Galaxy enthusiasts already know what should be on Galaxy's plan. Making that Galaxy Eye Cypher Dragon is going to be the move, but it looks like they're going to activate that Photon Orbital first, using its effect to be able to search a Galaxy or Photon card. Now again, the deck cannot commit a normal summon, unfortunately due to the effects of a Cell Light, and they are locked into Light Monsters, so no Draglu-Bion, but they'll be able to get a Galaxy Knight from their decks to their hand. Again, they won't be able to make that Draglu-Bion because of Photon Sanctuary. They are locked into only Light Monsters, but they can actually use both of those monsters for that Exceed summon into that Cypher Dragon. I think that that's the best choice. They are going to make that Galaxy Eye Cypher Dragon, and the cool thing about Galaxy Eye Cypher Dragon is not only does it take an opponent's monster, their choice is going to be Cyber Dragon Infinity. It turns it into a Galaxy Eyes monster. I know you Galaxy Photon players, all 300,000 of you, because for some reason there's a ridiculous amount of you guys, are jumping in your seats as Cyber Dragon is now on the backslide. They're gonna lose their own Cyber Dragon Infinity, and now what's even worse, they're gonna lose it to a Galaxy monster, which is gonna be pretty much permanent. If they use the Cyber Dragon Infinity for the right Exceed summon, it's going to be the Galaxy Eyes Full Armor Photon Dragon. They can now follow a full armor photon to destroy the Seeger. It's really unfortunate that Galaxy can only attack with Galaxy Eye Cypher Dragon directly, as this could have been deadly provided that they put another monster on the board. Oh, this would have been the end of Cyber Dragon and we would have been going to game 3. Not done just yet. They're going to make that Galaxy Eye Cypher Blade Dragon just in case this board does get broken. Cypher Blade Dragon will special summon the Cypher Dragon if they're both sent to the graveyard simultaneously. Now, maybe the Cypher Blade Dragon should have been on the Cypher Dragon after the attack, but that's here nor there. Passing it right back to Cyber Dragon. This is going to be their last hope. Can Cyber Dragon break this board? They're going to start off by special summoning the Cyber Dragon that they added from their graveyard to their hand through the effect of Hertz. And then they're going to follow up with a Cyber Rev System. Rev System, as you guys know, will allow them to special summon one Cyber Dragon monster from the graveyard to the side of the field. Is there a Cyber Dragon under Infinity? There is not. Well, there is, but not enough. As Cyber Dragon will bring itself back to the side of the field from the graveyard, those two monsters can be used for a X8 summon into Constellar Pleiades. This deck is making moves as Constellar Pleiades detaches the material, gets rid of the Cypher Blade Dragon, returns it right back into the extra deck. This board is almost broken, but there's still something left. Getting rid of that Galaxy Eye Cypher Dragon is going to be a pain in Cyber Dragon until you see the Overload Fusion. Whoa! They're gonna banish two machine monsters, Cyber Dragons, from their graveyard to be able to special summon that Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon from their extra deck. Now, the cool thing about Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon is that it can send from the deck to the graveyard to gain additional attacks, and that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to send Cyber Dragon Hertz from the deck to the graveyard and a Cyber Dragon Core, meaning Hertz effect will be able to return the core to hand, and they have not committed the normal summon. Thinking about that, they're going to go ahead and return the Cyber Dragon Core. Maybe they have a different option in mind. They're going to return the Cyber Dragon Noxter. Whoa! This is actually exactly what they need. As Cyber Dragon Hertz will return the Noxter. They'll normal summon the Noxter. Noxter will special summon Cyber Dragon Infinity. Infinity will take control of Cypher Dragon. And this is it, ladies and gentlemen. Cyber Dragons will get that rematch that they want. They're going to go ahead and attack for game. This was probably one of the more exciting matchups, even though Galaxy didn't fare to see it. Seeing both monsters going back and forth, being taken from both sides of the field was epic. I really hope that you guys are enjoying this YCS Lockdown Tournament, and let me know, what do you guys think? Is your bracket going around right? Is everything going as expected, or has it been monkey wrenches in your equation? Thank you guys so much for watching another segment of the TCGPLAYER. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, I hope you guys are staying safe and having a great day like I am.